But I want to go back to the situation in San Bernardino, because this is going to answer a lot of people's questions. Even now, government officials, from the FBI to the regime to wherever, will not say that this was terrorism. Even after linking it to ISIS. And in fact, folks, to just give you a little hint, linking it to ISIS actually helps the government not call it terrorism, because ISIS is not Islam. No, I'm not saying that. The government says that. The left, the media says it. ISIS is not Islam. You've heard Obama say that. ISIS is making a mockery of Islam. In fact, what you really need to understand about the way our government looks at Islam, they look at Islam as anti-terror as well. Islam is anti-terrorism. Therefore, no terrorism can actually be Islamic. Islam is the religion of peace. We say that jokingly. That's actually the position of the U.S. government. It's rooted in political correctness and fear and a number of other convoluted things. The religion of peace can't possibly engage in terrorism. Therefore, ISIS is not Islam. And what happened in San Bernardino is not terrorism, because these were Muslims. And Muslims are the religion of peace. And they were influenced by ISIS, but ISIS is not Islam, and therefore there was no official terrorism. Instead, we have, another word you can bank on hearing, radicalized. What does that mean, the way our government is using it and the media? Radicalized means we had this nice guy and his lovely wife. But has anybody seen a picture of her? She'd been vetted. She had a K-1 fiance type visa. Has anybody ever seen a picture of this babe? I haven't. Have you? I don't think they put one out. I wonder why. Anyway, old Saeed running around having a grand old time collecting pipe bombs and stuff for his garage and his car. But he's just a decent guy going to a holiday party, gets into an argument here with a Messianic Jew. That could be confusing for those of you in Rio Linda. A Messianic Jew is a Jewish person who believes that Jesus Christ is the Savior. You may think that's contradictory, but just for the purposes of understanding here, just accept that. So you had a Messianic Jew that this nice guy, Saeed Farouk, GPS, whatever, got into an argument with. And apparently the Messianic Jew provoked poor old Saeed. He was running around minding his own business, and this Messianic Jew started talking about Islam and the religion of peace and just set the poor guy off. And he ended up being radicalized by that and by his wife. And by the way, a soundbite coming up about how Islamic Muslim women are far more radical than the men. And it's our media saying this. I thought there was a Republican war on women going on here. Instead, the drive-bys in the Democrat Party are just attacking Islamic women. So this woman takes this innocent young Saeed Farouk. As I say, he's minding his own business, going about his day, enjoying the American dream. He's come back from a couple trips to Saudi Arabia and Pakistan. He went to the Hajj in Mecca. He's done it all, and now he's living his life, and he's loving it, and then all of a sudden his co-worker starts talking about religion to him, and they get into this big argument. His wife starts radicalizing him, and he snaps. He was radicalized. Radicalized is another key word for you to understand that allows our government to say this is not terrorism. Yeah, it's just a nice guy. He wasn't bothering anybody. He's going about his business, living the American dream. Then he got radicalized. Doesn't matter by who. Radicalized by co-worker, radicalized by his wife, radicalized by ISIS, whatever. And he lost it. Workplace violence. He couldn't help himself. It was workplace violence. He was provoked. Damn it, the workplace made him do it. That's what is evolving as we sit here at this moment. That all the stuff in the garage, well, that's part of the radicalization. That's part of the being radical of it. The point you have to understand, our government's official position, this is why they have been waiting and waiting, hoping that some circumstance or series of circumstances could be discovered to allow them to construct a scenario whereby this man is not a terrorist. And this was not terrorism. I don't know whether they think we believe it or not. That's why they're doing what they're doing. The real question is, why are they so afraid of identifying Islamic terrorism for what it is? Remember, you might think I'm saying some crazy things. Don't forget, immediately after 9/11, the whole posture of our government was, what did we do to make them so mad? What did we do to cause this? And the religion of peace line. And Obama says we can't use the word terrorism, we can't use the word foreign, we can't use any of these provocative words that insult them. Islamic terrorism is a phrase not permitted to be used by the U.S. government. I mean, don't doubt me on this, folks. It is what it is, and I can't explain why. The logic here escapes me a bit. I could just speculate. Fear of billions of Muslims, sympathy, some other form of identification with Muslims. I don't know. The fact that the United States is who's really guilty. The fact that the United States is responsible for all this that's happening to us, that we sort of brought it on ourselves, maybe even deserve it. Washington Examiner has a story, reports scale of Islamic State recruitment in U.S. unprecedented. Have you heard, by the way, that one of the places Obama wants to relocate these arriving Syrian refugees is Redlands, California, where Saeed Farouk, climate change, lived? That's where Obama wants to put these new Syrian refugees. And now we have scale of Islamic State recruitment in U.S. unprecedented. But that doesn't mean we're importing terrorists. Islam is different than ISIS. Yeah, they've got Islamic in their name, but they're not. See, Islam is a religion of peace. Therefore, ISIS cannot be Islamic. I don't care what they call themselves. Our official position is they are not Islamic. I'll take a break here. We'll come back and continue after this.